Hello everyone, I am the Channeling Goddess. If you are new here, hi, hello. If you are returning back, welcome back. So today we are going to do a pick a card reading all about what you don't see coming in this war, or what are some things you can do to prepare yourself. Now I know the title is a bit jarring, right? But I think it's important that we understand that while there is a war coming, while there is a lot of change coming, and I know the word war sounds really bad, but I can only give you what was given to me. But these readings are to give you some messages on how you can prepare for what's coming, how you can be more in tune with your own intuition, and getting some messages about what are some of the things that you can expect to see in your own life, and maybe some of the things that you may see around you. Okay. I believe it's March 3rd is when the lunar eclipse is happening. I believe that's when it is. And I would suspect that a lot of things are going to start to shift in. There's also a solar eclipse, if I'm not mistaken, this month. And Venus and Mercury are going to be in retrograde. So there's going to be a lot going on this month, okay, in the month of March. But I wanted to just give you some guidance on, like, some things that you could do to help yourself, or things that you don't see coming within this war that may shift your own perspective about how you feel, or about, how you move in this world. I would also say that this does not have to be a physical war. This could also be something mental. So like maybe you're, going through the dark night of the soul, and this war that, specifically for you, it could be about warring with your own insecurities and the things that are within you. And I'm actually seeing 222. So that may be a message for you. Spirit may want you to balance out your energy and learn to work with your light and dark energy as well. Okay. So before we get started, if you are looking to get a message that is more in line with what you are looking for, it is helpful that you tap into your intuition. And one of the ways that I like to do it is to make sure that I take 3 or 4 mindful deep breaths, whatever works for you. You want to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 3, and exhale for 5 to 6 seconds. And I just saw 222 again. So that's definitely a message for someone. Or pile number 2 may be your pile. I don't know, but I keep seeing it. That's the second time I've seen it since I started this video. Anyway, so I will go ahead and get started, and I will see you in your pile. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. See you there. Pile number 1, welcome to your pile. So you chose, I believe this is the Mystic Whispers deck. So we'll go ahead and pull you a couple of cards from here from the tarot deck and see what messages we can get for you, okay? Spirit, can we get a couple of cards for pile number 1, please? Okay, we had a card fall on the floor. First card is the 4 of Wands. Okay. You a couple more cards. Can we get a couple more cards, please, Spirit? Thank you. We have the 9 of Swords. Okay. Okay. We have the Emperor. Oops. I want to straighten these out a little bit. Okay. Ready? Okay. And then we have the Page of Cups. And then your bottom deck energy is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, pile number 1. So your first card was the 4 of Wands. So you may, during this time, some messages that may, I don't want to say messages, but some things that may pop up for you is around commitment. Maybe even to yourself. And there's only one person in this card. It makes me feel like this commitment may be to yourself. You may be committing to start over new. You may be committing to starting on your spiritual journey. Because I don't know why, but these different symbols here, for some reason, makes me think of like spirituality or religion. And then look right here, that third eye. Right there, it makes me think of that. So maybe you're committing to more of to more on your spiritual journey. And during this time, this time of change, you may completely change some things around. You may go cold turkey. Like, let's say if you drink a lot of alcohol, and I just saw 444. If you drink alcohol, you may decide you no longer want to do that anymore. You may go cold turkey and not do it. Some of you may even go vegan. Whatever this is that aligns with whatever it is that you're trying to do. You're trying to be more committed to yourself. This could also be you trying to be committed to a relationship for some of you, where you, for some reason, I don't know why, but her sitting like this makes me think of you have sacrificed yourself a lot in your own relationship, whether this is, a platonic relationship, whether this is a romantic relationship. You have sacrificed who you are so much, and now you're learning to commit to yourself. You're learning to stay true to yourself. For others of you, this may be you finally committing to a partner. So you may have multiple people who have been trying to reach out to you, multiple people who want to be in your energy. And during this time, you're really going to commit. And something about you making this one commitment will allow you to commit to other things. Because I feel like for someone here in pile number one, you have a hard time with commitment. And during this time of change, you're going to learn the benefits of being committed to something, even if it's just being committed to yourself. You're going to learn the benefits of doing that, and you're going to start doing that during this change, okay? Now, we have the Nine of Swords here, which is your second card. So the Nine of Swords often talks about being at your wit's end, standing your ground, not really, because right after this is the Ten of Swords, right? You see the person laying on the ground. There's like swords in their back and stuff like that. So the Nine of Swords reminds me of like the last dance, like the last dance, right? And I think you're going to finally put down these swords or these things that are within you that you've been holding on to. So maybe part of you being committed is letting go of things that no longer serve you. You're no longer standing on this pedestal. You're no longer standing on this high horse where you feel like I gotta do this one thing and I have to, you can actually commit. You can actually remove yourself from things that no longer serve you and commit to a better journey for yourself, okay? For some of you, you may also be fighting, this feels like a job to me, and it could also be family. That's what I'm getting. It could also be family. Maybe you're finally standing up to some family members of yours. You're no longer letting them walk all over you. You're committing to who you are, and the path that you've chosen. Okay. And her earrings, for some reason, makes me think of the moon. Maybe the catalyst for this is that some things are going to be revealed to you, and that's what's going to make you you're going to be like, I'm done. I just want to commit to me, right? And then you have the Emperor card here. So for me, it feels like you're really going to sit in your own power. You're going to really learn how much power that you have, and not give your power away. Because I feel like for some of you in pile number one, you've given a lot of your power away, so much so that you don't even know who you are anymore. And because of that, for some of you, this is about yourself, right? You're finally committing to who you are as a person. You're committing to yourself. And there are going to be some people who are not going to understand this, and you're going to have to act like an emperor, right? You're going to have to sit in your own energy and really understand who you are as an individual. Now, don't don't try to be a tyrant. That's not what this is. This is more about sticking to your guns, right? Sticking to the things that actually work, that are meant for you in this particular journey. For some of you, you're going to come into your own power. I feel like this change is going to be you letting go of the old. So I feel like your theme here is letting go. You're going to be letting go of things that no longer serve you, and you're going to be moving into this Emperor energy. Your energy is going to feel as if you are sitting on a throne and things are coming to you, not you having to go and chase them, okay? And then we got the Page of Cups. So pages bring the news, right? So they bring different energy. And I will say that for me, this feels like you may get an intuitive message, because cups are oftentimes talking about emotion, and it also talks about intuitiveness. You may get a intuitive download. So you may get a lot of downloads through the month of March. And these downloads will actually help you transition and move and see the riches of who you are. Do you see all these gems here? You will see the riches of who you are, right? And you will start to see things move in a direction that is more positive for you. So I would say for pile number one, this change is going to be magnificent, but in is going to require some work from you, right? And the work is really simple. It's going to be putting down the swords. It's going to be finally making a commitment to yourself and understanding that the power that you already walk in, right? You are the emperor, right? You're just going to learn for the first time, or you're going to feel it, so to speak, right? Because sometimes we believe certain things, but we don't actually feel those things. We don't honor those things, right? And during this time, you really are going to honor that. And then look at your bottom deck energy. Your bottom deck energy was the Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be new beginnings in your finance. By making this commitment, there are things that are going to shift in your finance. For others of you, this is just talking about a new beginning, right? This is talking about things on the earthly realm just being new and renewed. You may also come into quite a bit of money, because I think one of the examples I used earlier was about the lottery and like being a million. You wanted $1 million or something like that. So some of you may be getting ready to come into a windfall of money. I would also say, be careful when you do come into this money. Don't come into this financial blessing and this bliss and then feel like you got to pick up these swords and be who someone else wants you to be. So like an example of this is, if you are deciding, I'm walking away from my family, I'm not going to do this anymore, I'm always giving, and then you walk away and then you realize you're saving more money comes in, then you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to go back and start helping. No, there's a reason why you stopped that, right? There's a reason why you walked away from that energy. And you'll know if this is just toxicity, then you'll know that, right? Because you are the person who is in this energy. You are the person who can tap into your own intuition better than anybody else can, okay? But you are going to go through a new financial blessing is going to be coming in for you. There are going to be a lot of new things that are going to be happening for you, but you really have to, in order to get to this newness, you got to learn to sit in your energy. And part of that is learning to commit, putting down the swords. You don't have to fight every battle. Some of you, the battle is already won. You're still fighting. You still have your swords up. You're still like preparing for battle. And the truth is, part of your battle, right? The battle is not with someone outside of you. The battle is with yourself. This war that's coming, it is with yourself. And you are really transitioning who you are as an individual. And in order to do that, you're going to have to send in this emperor energy. Okay. Let's get you, because yours feel more about money. Let's get you some money manifestation cards. Okay. Spirit, I'm going to shuffle one time. Spirit, can we get some cards? Can we get some cards for pile number 1, please? How will this war affect them? There we go. All right, let's get 2 cards, please. Spirit, can I get 2 cards? Pressure. So it says, be aware how family influences and social pressures are influencing your career choices. Yep. Didn't I give an example about how, you've been giving money to people and then you decide to cut them off. And then all of a sudden you get more money. You're like, oh, I'm going to go back. Nope. Spirit is saying, let go of this pressure of others' expectations of you. Commit to yourself, right? For those of you where we're talking about commitment to yourself, Spirit is saying, release the pressure. Okay. Release it from yourself, because it no longer serves you. This pressure that is on you is not even your own. It belongs to somebody else. Okay, that's too many cards. Spirit, can we get one more card, please? I'm hearing, what's her name? Lalisa, Born Again. Her song with Doja Cat and Ray. You might want to listen to that. It's by Lalisa. It's called Born Again. Because some of you, this pressure, you're being born again because you're releasing this pressure. And then also for some of you, there has been some pressure on you from Spirit to commit. And pressure does what? In certain situations, it creates diamonds, right? Spirit is saying you've been under pressure to commit to yourself because Spirit needs to show you that you are the emperor, but you're so busy not committing and you're committing to everybody else that you fail to commit to yourself, okay? And then you have decision. It says the first step to achieving your dreams is committing to making them a reality. Yep. You got to make a decision. Right? You got to decide that you don't want to do this anymore. You want to advocate for yourself and you want to make a commitment. And then your bottom deck energy is empowerment. It says, are you ready to fully step into your power and accept all the responsibilities that come with it? Yep. Because for some of you, this is going to have a lot to do with releasing things that no longer serve you. It is going to require you stepping into your own empowerment, into the Emperor, right? That empowerment is the Emperor card for you, okay? Let's get you some... Actually, I want to do these. We're going to get you some Fantasy Oracle. Spirit, can we get 2 cards from this deck, please? Let's see. Any additional messages? Yep, some of you are fighting a battle that's already won, right? And part of what's going to happen during this month, and for you, this just may be a month of change, and I just saw 1515. This may just, you're going through this month of change. You're going to learn to commit to yourself, because the battle is not outside of you. It is within you, right? You're going to learn to commit to yourself and release things that no longer serve you, okay? Then we have patron. So it says mentorship, finances. Did I not say? Okay. All right. And then we have the waker. So it says awareness, reflection. Yep. And then your bottom deck energy is the wise one, tradition, order. Okay. So for you, I would say, like we talked about, your first card from that deck, the Fantasy Oracle deck, is the patron. So it says mentorship and finances. So this to me is just confirmation that your finances are going to improve, that things are going to look up. And if you notice, like the hands that are like this, they're like swords look like that are going through both hands. You've been giving at the expense of yourself, right? And this could be financially, this could be spiritually, this could be emotionally, but you've been giving at the expense of yourself, and spirit is going to pour back into you. But in order for them to do that, you're going to have to close these holes that are in your hand. And a way to close these holes that are in your hand, committing to yourself. Like, you got to make a commitment to yourself. Or like if this is to your spouse, spirit is going to heal your relationship, but you got to make a commitment to your spouse. You got to make a commitment to the marriage. If that applies to you, you'll know if it applies to you. If it's not, leave it here. Okay. And then you have the waker. So it says awareness, reflection. This time of change is all going to be, it's going to be about reflection for you, right? Because in order to learn that you haven't really been committing to yourself, is you're going to have to become aware of it. Sometimes the only way to understand that something is not going right is to examine it, right? And come to the actual, like, you have to reflect on what's actually going on in order for you to improve, in order for you to get better, right? And spirit is saying you're going to come to this awareness. Some of you are going to come to it on your own. Some of you, you're going to get a message. It may come through spirit. Actually, I want to use this deck. This message may come through spirit for you. And what I mean by that, it could come via dreams. You could get a download if you meditate. And I think I mentioned that if you're not meditating, you should definitely start. But you could get a message you could get a couple of downloads because you're actually meditating and spirit is speaking to you. Because for some of you, I feel like spirit has been trying to get a message to you anyway. This also may be an activation period for you, because look what's here. Activation, integration time, right? Spontaneous awakening. Yep. But you could actually, spirit has been trying to get a message to you and you haven't been listening. So now spirit is saying, listen, we're going to force you to do it through this next month, right? Because this next month is all about change. Okay. Spirit, can we get 1 card from this deck, please? Any additional messages for pile number 1? There's a church song. What is it? Don't wait till the battle is over to shout now, because you know in the end you're gonna win. That is your energy, pile number 1. Like, the battle is already here. You just need to make a commitment. It's almost like the best way I can put this, it's like things have already worked themselves out, but you have to go inward to see it. And in order to go inward, you have to make a commitment to yourself. A lot of you, this is not about someone external. This is about you making a commitment to yourself. This is about making a decision, releasing the pressures that no longer serve you so that you can move into this emperor energy. Okay. Okay. And then we have earth. It says learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Yep. You're letting other people's pressure keep you from your own path. You're letting other people, what you assume you're supposed to be at a certain age and all that, you're letting that hold you back. Okay. And then your bottom deck energy is double mission. It says a light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Yep. Be unapologetically you, right? Stop trying to be someone else's, someone else's version of who you are. Release that pressure, right? Be yourself, right? Serve the world by being who you actually are and not what other people want you to be, okay? We're going to get a couple of cards from the Kipper deck, and then I will let you go. Okay. Spirit, can we get 2 cards from this deck, please? Actually, I'm going to get you some angel number cards too. Because Spirit's been speaking to you, you haven't been listening. Spirit, can we get 2 cards from this deck, please? Okay, we have child. Some of you be careful. You may be fertile this month. Wow. Bottom deck energy. Change. Yep. And it's the number 9. Year 9. Yeah, I don't know how else to tell you that, pal. Well, number 1, there's a lot of change coming. And then your bottom deck energy is wealthy man. This could be you, or this could be somebody that you're meeting. And that's how you're going to come into this abundance of finances that's coming in for you. This doesn't have to mean you're going to marry this person. If that's what you want, I'm sure that Spirit will work that out for you. But this could just be you're meeting a wealthy man and they're showing you how to make a lot of money or something like that. Okay. I also want to get you this angel number card. But for some of you, Spirit is also going to asking you to be more in your childlike energy. So in a lot of us, in our childlike energy, we let go of the expectations, right? We just did the things that we thought or that we wanted to do, right? Even if it got us in trouble. And Spirit is saying we want you to embody more of that childlike energy where you don't really give a damn about anybody else's opinion of you, right? You're making a commitment to move the way you choose to move as if you are a child, right? Move a little bit recklessly, like not too reckless, but just a little bit, right? Because that's how we feel about children's energy, right? We tend to believe that they move without thinking, and oftentimes they do. And I think Spirit is asking you to do that. Spirit is saying you're protected. We have you covered, but you have to make a commitment and you have to move, okay? I want to get you some angel numbers, just, to get some messages, actually to give you some signs of when Spirit may be trying to speak to you. And I just saw a ladybug in my mind's eye. So you may start seeing ladybugs, and that may be a message for you. Okay, let's get you 2 cards from the angel number deck, please. Spirit, can we get 2 cards for pile number 1? Numbers that might be signs for them. Right. Okay. We have 333. It says support, growth, creativity, joy, community, vision, talent. So it says seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward. What did I say? Focus inward, work on your skills, discover your talents, use your imagination, unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. Okay. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributions to your community. Yep. Spirit needs you to go inward. So when you see 333, just know that Spirit is supporting you through this. Okay. And then you have 1919. It says cycles. So it says karma, warning, judgment, influence, power, cycles, change, rebirth. What did I say? Karma will be paying you a visit. Change. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. Okay. You got to learn to go through the cycles of change. And that's where you're going through. You're currently going through the cycles of change. And then you have 1010. It says it's up to you. This is your bottom deck energy. So it says moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. That's what 333 talked about as well. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals. Where is it? You will come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. Yeah, pile number 1, trust in the process. I almost called you pile number 2. But trust in the process. Understand that you're going through what you're going through right now. This inner commitment to yourself is because there is something better on the other side for you. Spirit is already supporting you through this change and through these cycles, but they need you to have this childlike energy. so that you can tap into the commitment within yourself, and then you can sit in your emperor power. Okay, so pile number one, this is all of the messages that I have for you. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time in your next video. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your pile. So you chose this tarot deck. I think it's called the Soya Mystic Tarot deck. I just recently got it, so I think that the imagery on it is so beautiful. So let's get you a couple of messages on the things that you can expect during this war, maybe some things that could be changing for you, some things that could be shifting for you during this time, or maybe some messages that will be given to you at that time. Okay, so let's get you a couple of cards. Spirit, can we get a couple of cards for pile number two, please? Ooh. Actually, let's shuffle these one time. Oh, I don't like when cards do that. I don't like that. Yee. Okay. Better. We got a couple that's flying out here. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. Can we get a couple of cards, please, Spirit, for pile number two? You had some fall, but I think it's too many. Oh, no. Okay. It's only three. Okay, great. So we have the King of Wands. We have the Moon. Just move those up there. Perfect. And then we have the Six of Wands. Okay. Let's get you another card and then your bottom deck energy. Okay. Then we have the Devil. And then your bottom deck energy is the King of Cups. Okay, pile number two. So your first card is the King of Wands. So you have two kings in this pile, okay? So for some of you, if you are in a, how do I want to put this? If you like the opposite gender, I don't know what I'm trying to say. This may be confirmation that this is your pile because we have two kings on the deck. And then one was your bottom deck energy and one was your first card. So you may be meeting your person. This does not have to be a male, right? But I'm just saying if you are someone who prefers to date people of the same gender, then this could be confirmation that it is your pile. Also, that's someone that could be coming in for you. So outside of that, you have the King of Wands. Spirit is asking you to step into your own power. You may also be open to creativity. So part of the way things are going to shift for you during this upcoming war or time of change is that you're going to be shifting into a more creative energy. You're going to be almost like the king of something that you're doing, right? I don't know if like maybe you might be in high demand. Maybe Spirit might be asking you to learn how to sit in your own energy. Because I feel like for some of you, you haven't been doing that. You've been letting things that you want or that make you happy pass you by. And Spirit is asking you to sit in your own energy. And I just realized both of these cards are cards number 14. Yeah, they're both cards number 14. So that could be a message for you. So you may see 11, you may see 44, you may see 444 or 111. But anyway, you got the King of Wands energy here first. So Spirit is asking you to probably tap a little bit more into that kingly energy of creativity. For some of you, you haven't been creating. You've wanted to, but you felt stagnant, you felt stuck, and that is going to be changing for you. And part of the way this may change is because you got the Moon card here. Some things are going to be revealed to you. You may get some messages from Spirit about a lot of change that's coming in for you. And something about this is going to lead you down a path to new creativity and opening up your mind to new things. But you have to it's almost like you need to accept that you need to be in this energy in order to even get there, okay? And then you have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands talks about victory. For some of you, during this time of war, you're going to be in a more victorious state. And what I mean by that is that this part is going to be a battle for you, right? Sitting in this King of Wands energy is going to be uncomfortable for you. And something about this moon card being here is going to reveal some of that, like whatever this is that you need. It's like the catalyst that you need to step into this King of Wands energy. And Spirit is saying that there is victory on the other side of sitting in this energy. There is understanding. There is blessings that are coming to you by standing by moving into this King of Wands energy and being more creative and tapping more into your creative endeavors. Some of you, side note, some of you may be working a 9 to 5 and Spirit is asking you not to. Spirit is asking you to tap more into your adventurous side. Spirit is asking you to tap more into your creative endeavors. Because by doing so, that things are going to shift for you. You're going to be more in a victorious energy. And then you have the Devil card here. So I would say pile number 2, be careful with, I don't want to say obsession, but your need for your need for material things. Some of you, it could be spiritual, your need to be more spiritual. And what I mean by that is like, you want all of these gifts, but you don't want to do what it takes to get them. You don't want to do what it takes to earn those gifts, right? But side note, anyway, so the Devil energy mostly talks about materialisticness. Spirit is saying that you have held yourself in a situation where you've kind of bound yourself, right? The chains are loose. You can move them, but you're choosing to stay in this energy. And Spirit is asking you to come out of it and understand that you are the king, right? Some of you, this King of Cups here reminds me of learning to master your own emotions. So a lot of you, I'll give you an example. So let's say you're the type of person that you like to write books, but when you watch movies, you don't necessarily like the parts where the bad stuff happened, right? Because it's almost like you feel it more empathically. Spirit is saying you need to learn to manage your own emotions because there are going to be things going on around you that you cannot control. For some of you, side note, Spirit is saying that during this time of war, there are going to be a lot of things that you're going to see. Like, look at these people here. You're going to see, but you won't be able to change anything. You're going to have to learn how to manage your emotions and move on a different path, okay? I would also say that be mindful of how you treat and talk to yourself, because I feel like there could be a lot of self-talk about not really truly loving yourself, not seeing yourself as a victor, right? You may see yourself as defeated, and this is something in your mind that Spirit is asking you not to do that anymore. Spirit is asking you to manage your emotions and be more intuitive with the messages that are coming into you, like not just on a tarot card pick a card reading, but manage your own emotions so that you can step into this powerful place that Spirit is asking you to go into, because victory is here, right? If Spirit was not going to give you victory in this matter, it would not be here. It would not be on the deck, right? It would not be where you can see it. But Spirit is saying also manage your own expectations. Understand that any chains that you've put around yourself, they are there because you put them there, not because Spirit gave it to you. Okay, I'm gonna get you a couple of these romance cards because these two kings really stood out to me. So I just want to get you a couple of romance cards and see if maybe there's anything romantic coming to you during this time. Okay, Spirit, can we get some cards for pile number 2, please? Shuffle one more time. Okay, let's get you a couple of cards. Some of you, this also the King of Wands talks about being charismatic. Some of you, your charm is gonna help you get into a couple of places. I don't know why that's coming out, but your charm may be part of how you move into this more creative space that I kind of talked about, but also standing in your own energy. For some of you, okay. For some of you, you might want to consider really looking into how you talk to yourself, because I feel like you can be charismatic toward others, but you lack that charisma when it comes to yourself. Okay. Just want to put that out there. For some of you, you could be falling in relationships because we have falling fast. It says love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. Yeah. Don't do that. The devil, right? Don't put yourself in chains that are not yours, right? Uh-oh. That was quick. We got another one. And then you have destiny. So it says the reunion with your twin flame is a destiny event. So some of you may be meeting your twin flame. You got sparks at the bottom deck. So there may be sparks flying during this time where you may meet someone like your twin flame or something like that, or the person who's meant to be your partner. For others of you, part of whatever this is you're stepping into your destiny. You're learning to control your emotions. This victory and like is going to allow you to step more into your destiny, the thing that spirit needs you to do. For some of you, a lot of change is going to be happening for you during this time, and it is, I don't want to say it's going to be painful because there is victory here. I feel like there's a lot of great things that are going to happen for you. And that's why the devil card is here, to remind you that the chains that you put yourself in, the chains that are around you can only be the ones that you put yourself in, right? Spirit is not putting you in chains. Spirit is not giving you something that they don't believe you can handle. But sometimes they need to give you a reminder like, hey, like everything's going to be okay. Take it easy. Don't overdo it. And just remember, don't let materialism hold you back from doing whatever it is that spirit wants you to do. Okay. Let's get you a couple of cards. Okay. All right. Pile number 2. Let's get you a couple of cards from this deck. Spirit, any additional messages for pile number 2? Card fell on the floor. So we have investments. So it says investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity, victory. Invest wisely. Spirit is asking you to invest in your future. Spirit is asking you to invest in your destiny. Okay. Ooh. And then you have savings. So it says you will need to put something off for a bad day. Create savings for the future. Yep. And you're going to have a chance to do that, but don't let the ability, you may have finally come into like quite a bit of money, and spirit is saying after this victory, you're going to just go on, like you may go on a spending spree, right? Spirit is saying save some of this money. Spirit is not saying don't have a good time. Spirit is not saying like don't live a little bit, lavishly and do the things that you want to do, but save, right? Put something away from a rainy day. Make an investment in yourself, because something about this creative endeavor that's coming for you, or whatever this is, because it may not be creative. I know I talked about that, but it may not be creative for you. It could be something else. Spirit is saying you're going to come into into victory. And for some of you, this is money that you're coming into. Spirit is saying put some away for a rainy day. And then your bottom deck energy is wrong decision. Reckless behavior can lead to bad consequences. Think before you act. Seriously. See, pile number 2. I don't know if you have a bad habit. I don't know if you're a Taurus. I don't know why I just heard that. I don't know if you have a bad habit of spending recklessly, but you're going to come into some money. You're going to come into some money, and spirit is like warning you, like you need to save. Don't go down the wrong direction. Think before you act. Make sure you're making the best decisions for you. Long-term decisions. These are not short-term decisions. Make sure you make the best decisions for you right now. Okay. And let's get you some cards. Okay. I'm going to give you a specific message for those of you where this is about love for you. For those of you where this is about love, you've fallen in love and this person being your destiny, spirit is saying be careful. This person may ask, not the person that's your destiny, but someone else. You may be in a relationship with somebody else, or somebody else may come along and they may ask you to like invest in something else, not in yourself. And spirit is saying be careful of that. Make sure you're making the right decisions, because I wouldn't be so like I would have anticipated that the 7 of Cups would have come out, especially because of the way this is going. You may have a decision. You may get a chance to choose. And then also look at these King of Cups. They're both turned in opposite directions. You may have a chance to choose between something. Spirit is saying make sure you make the right choice for you. If you're going to make a decision, make the best decision for you, not someone else, okay? And this could also be that, you find a partner that you really love, and let's say your family doesn't like them. Spirit is saying make the best decision for you. Invest in you. Okay. Let's get you 2 cards from this deck. Spirit, can we get 2 cards with any additional messages? Everything's just falling on the floor for you, pile number 2. So we have the Wolverine. So it says tenacity. And then you have the Robin, rebirth. Okay. And then your bottom deck energy is the Shark, drive. Okay. So pile number 2, Spirit is saying, have the tenacity to step into your own power to make the best decisions for you. And then also some of, like, we know there's going to be a lot of change, right? So I'm not surprised that something about rebirth is out here. But Spirit is saying, embody whatever this rebirth is. Embody this new change that's coming. Embody, like, whatever decision that this is that you need to make. Spirit is saying, make the best decision for you. No matter what you do, there's a lot of rebirth and change that's coming, but you need to make the best decision for you, okay? Let's get you... What do we want to get you? We'll get you a card from here, okay? Spirit, can we get one card from this deck, please? And then we'll do the angel numbers. Okay? Spirit, can we get one card, please? If Door to Value come out, I'm done. Because I just saw it. Wow, you got victory. Look at this. Spirit is letting you know whatever you're going through, there's a victory on the other side of this for you. And it's right under the 6 of Wands. I didn't even realize that. You got victory coming out. And then your bottom deck energy is 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel. And then look what's under there. Door to romance. So for some of you, this really is about a romantic situation. You're going to get the chance to choose. But Spirit is saying, trust your intuition, okay? Trust, be able to tap into your own intuition and trust what messages are coming for you, because this is destiny, right? You would not be in this situation if it was not meant to be. For the door to romance to fall right under the 3rd chakra, you're definitely falling fast for someone, and it is your destiny. But be careful, trust your intuition, because you're going to have more than one option, right? You may meet 2 people at the same time. Especially with this King of Wands. For me to say that in the beginning, you may meet 2 people at the same time, and you're going to be asked to choose. For some reason, I'm just going to tell you this. For some reason, it's like, no matter what you do, there is something there. So look at this one. So we have the King of Cups, right? Managing your emotions. And it's also around understanding where your power lies, right? Understanding that you have the power. Just because there's this being sitting here on this statue or this little thing that they're sitting on, it doesn't mean that you don't have the power to move. There's victory here for you. And then you got the King of Wands, and then you got the Moon. Spirit is saying, to me, this feels more intuitive to me. You're tapping more into your intuition, but no matter which one you choose, there is victory in this. Now, I will say that there is no wrong choice here. I know this says wrong decision, but what I mean by there is no wrong choice here, you may choose one thing and it may be a little bit harder to deal with than choosing something else, right? But both decisions, either choice is meant for you, but just be careful, okay? And then I want to get you some angel numbers here just to see, like, these may be some numbers that may come out for you when this change or whatever this is about to happen, okay? Let's get you, let's get you some cards. Spirit, can we get 2 angel number cards for pile number 2? I wouldn't be surprised if 222 came out for you. Okay, let's see. Can we get 2 cards, please, Spirit? Okay, that's one. Look at this. 2222. So it says feminine forces. It says relationships, balance, prosperity, efficiency, patience, humility. It says you can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit. What did I say? Okay. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge. Listen. We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. Pile number 2. Some of you really could be coming into a partnership and there's victory here. You will get the chance to choose this partnership. And some of you, I'm just going to say this, if it doesn't apply, if it doesn't resonate, leave it here. Some of you, you're going to be choosing between money and romance. Just want to put that out there. Okay. And then you have 6666. So it says great blessings, self-love, boundaries, needs, good vibes, wisdom, understanding, letting go. It says nurture yourself, your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love, opportunity, or job needs to squeeze in somewhere. Yep. All right, pile number 2, your bottom deck energy. Wow. Your bottom deck energy is 666. So it says reflect, has love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, self-love. It says several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a change to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift toward greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. All right, then, pile number 2. Some of you may see 66 a lot because look what was under 666. Look at this. Commitment, loyalty, responsibility, trust, love, light, spiritual realm, growth, solutions. Some of you really are going to be falling in love, okay? Congratulations to you, but you're going to be falling in love. But that's all the messages that I have for you, pile number 2. I really do appreciate you sticking out with me and allowing me to read your energy. And please leave give me a like, leave a comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time in your next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your pile. You chose this tarot deck, so let's get started with pulling you some messages, okay? So let's get started. Actually, let's shuffle right quick. Spirit, what are some things that pile 3 needs to know about this upcoming war? What are some things that can be done to help them move through this, okay? Got 3 cards right off the bat. So we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So it says careless, unfocused, meaningless, misdirected activity, workaholic, mediocrity, dead-end roads, laziness, negligence, or a lack of focus. And then we have the Hermit in reverse. It says isolation, withdrawal, loneliness, hastiness, rashness, paranoia, sadness, acts of foolishness, and immaturity. And then you have Judgment upright. So it says action, renewal, absolution, judgment, rebirth, inner calling, awakening, reflection, reckoning. Let's get you a couple of more cards. Okay, and then you have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So it says overwhelmed, imbalanced, chaotic, overcommitted, disorganization, imbalance, lack of organization, overextending. And then your bottom deck energy is strength in reverse. So it says weakness, self-doubt, impatience, low energy, raw emotion, pettiness, sickness, insecurity, abuse of power. Okay, pile number 3, let's talk about it. So your first card is the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this talks about carelessness and being unfocused. So I don't know if recently you've just felt like you're over it. That's what this energy feels like. It's just like you're over it. You don't want to do anything else. And I don't know if you tried something and it did not work out. And now you're just like, I'm done. Like, I just want to give it all up. That's what this energy feels like to me. It's like you're saying like, okay, you asked me to do the thing, Spirit, and I did the thing and it didn't work out. Or I kept moving and I kept persevering and it just like nothing I did ever seemed to work out. And I want to tell you that Spirit hears you. Spirit understands the way you may be feeling, the things that you're going through. But you are being asked to keep moving forward. And I know that that's hard to hear. And I think part of what you're going through is a shift out of old chaotic energy. And because of that, other things are coming up, right? Other things are being revealed to you. And it's causing you to lack focus. You may also feel like you're withdrawing from yourself and from others. You may even feel overwhelmed, but your only upright card is Judgment. So it says action, renewal, absolution, judgment, rebirth, inner calling, awakening, reflection, reckoning. And it could be because you've been in this energy for so long. You're just like, I'm done. I don't want to do anything. And think of it this way. So when I was younger and I grew up in the Christian church, they often talk about like Judgment Day, right? You would live your life and then at the end, you know, God would judge you, right? Spirit is saying you're coming to your Judgment Day. And part of the reason why you've been dealing with this is you haven't been answering the call. Spirit has been asking you to do something, and I don't know why, but it feels like you've been doing the opposite of what Spirit asked you to do. So look at this Eight of Pentacles here in the reverse. It's like you were working hard, but on something that may not necessarily be for you, right? You spent time alone, but not for improvement of yourself, maybe for someone else. You were balancing other things, but not for yourself, for someone else. You had strength, right? You were able to give and pour into other people, but you have yet to pour into yourself. You have so much self-doubt, but you're giving everything to everybody else, right? Spirit wants you to take action in moving out of this energy. Spirit is asking you to turn these cards right side up, but for you, right? This, I don't know why, but this Eight of Pentacles feels like you work a 9-to-5 job and you give everything to these people, but you have, let's say you have a creative endeavor, or you have something that you want to do, like your passion. And when you get off of your job, you don't take out time. You don't sacrifice, like, because you'll sacrifice for these people, this 9-to-5 job, you will sacrifice for them, but you won't take out time to sacrifice to do the things that you want to do, to go the places you want to go, if that resonates with you. Spirit is saying that you've been giving to everybody else, and now Judgment Day is here, right? And your judgment is that we need you to answer the call. There is a rebirth happening. And some of you, you're going through this because you're getting ready to go through a rebirth, right? I kind of feel like some of you, I would not be surprised if you just like told yourself, like, I'm just done. I don't really care anymore. You may even, like, trigger warning, you may be even going through like depression, or you may be going through a depressive episode and you're just ready to give up. You're ready to be done with this. You don't want to deal with this anymore. You just want to let go. And Spirit is saying, now we can, I don't want to say use you, but it's almost like Spirit is saying, now we can help you, right? You've been giving to everybody else, and now that you're just done, now we can help you, right? It is going to require some movement on your part. It is going to require you answering the call that is within you, and that Spirit has been giving to you. You may have even been getting specific messages where Spirit has been reaching out to you and you just have not been listening. That's about to change. Okay, let's get you a couple of cards. Pile number 3. Let's see. Let's get you a couple of cards. Your energy is pretty heavy. Pile number 3. Seriously consider like going outside and grounding. I know that's probably the last thing you want to hear right now, but just consider it, okay? I feel like I want to take a lot of deep breaths. Actually, pile number 3, let's take a couple of deep breaths, okay? Okay. Breathe in. Hold. Exhale. Breathe in. Hold. Exhale. Pile number 3, I think you need to take a couple of deep breaths. Seriously, take a couple of deep breaths. Even if you need to pause this video to do it, take a couple of deep breaths. You're going through a lot. And I would imagine that the people around you are not even aware of how much you're going through. It wouldn't even shock me. Let's get you a couple of cards from the Green Witch's Oracle deck. So we have, yep, lavender, yep. Tranquility, kindness, self-care, yep. You need to take care of yourself, pile number 3. You need to take care of yourself. And I know that especially if you're going through like depression, that may be hard to hear, but you may need to take some time and really just tap into your own energy. I would also say, if you can, maybe get you some lavender tea. I would also say maybe like some lavender herbs. I think they have, I can't think of what they're called, but you can have these like small bushels of lavender hanging in your tub, like on your shower. You just need to calm your energy. Like you really need to calm your energy right now, pile number 3. And then you have harvest, determination, hard work. Yep. Spirit needs you to take action. I want to get you, I'm going to get you one more card. Thank you, Spirit. So you have butterfly, transformation, joy, beauty, transience. Yeah, you're moving through something new. And then your bottom deck energy is rest, contemplation. Yep, you're thinking about a lot. You're trying to figure out how you want to move. And some of you, you're just done, right? You're not trying to figure out anything. You're just like, I don't want to figure out anything. I don't want to think about it. I just want to be done. And I think before you, trigger warning, before you decide to end it all, give Spirit a chance, right? You're going through, some of you may be going through a dark night of the soul. There's definitely some transformation here, but it's, okay. Some of you, you could have given everything and now you're about to lose your job. You gave everything. You were the type of person who they could call on you for anything. You did a lot of work. You were determined to make a name for yourself at this place. And now you're losing your job randomly. Like, it's almost like, how? Like, I did the work. I did everything you all asked me to do. And I'm still losing my job. For some of you, this is Spirit transforming you. And I know it's hard to hear right now, but there needs to be a transition in your life because you've been doing the same thing over and over again. And Spirit is saying, it's not that we don't recognize your hard work. We absolutely do. But we recognize that you've been working hard for other people, not yourself. Okay? And Spirit needs you to rest and let them take over, right? Because you see action, renewal, absolution. Now that you're just done, right? Not just like, because this rest is not you just being done. Like, Spirit is asking you to actually rest. Like, you've been working hard for other people and you haven't worked hard for yourself. And Spirit is saying, we're making this dissolution happen so that you can rest, so that we can work hard for you, right? You're going through a transition. You need to be a little bit more kinder to yourself. You need to really ground your energy. Seriously, pile number 3, ground your energy because something about that is really going to shift your perspective, okay? Let's get you some of these cards. I'm going to pull you some of these. Spirit, can we get 2 cards from this deck, please? Everything's going to be okay, pile number 3. I know it doesn't feel like that right now. I literally feel like I can feel you crying watching this. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be okay. I know it don't seem like it right now, but it's going to be okay. It really is, okay? Let's get you 2 cards from this from this deck. Spirit, can we get 2 cards for pile number 3, please? Yeah, even my voice just got softer. So yep, you got the eagle, freedom. Yep, Spirit is freeing you from things that no longer serve you. And it could be this job. For some of you, this is a job. Like, it could be a relationship, it could be a friendship, but I'm feeling heavy that this is a job. Let's get you one more card. Like, it's like, what is it saying? It's a blessing in disguise. You being released from this job is a blessing in disguise, even though it doesn't seem like it. And then you have wisdom. And then your bottom deck energy is the guinea pig, innocence. Yeah. Seriously, pile number 3, you're going to be okay. Okay. I know you don't see the wisdom in this right now. I know you don't even feel the freedom in it right now. It just feels bad. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like you don't know where you're going. It feels like you don't know the next steps. And Spirit is saying you're going to be okay, right? We wouldn't be putting you in this situation if we didn't think you could handle it, okay? But some of you, and I'm seeing like the Tower card, some of you needed to go through this drastic change in order to step into more of what Spirit is asking you to do. And you also need some rest. Pile number 3, you need rest. And then we have the Star Keeper. So it says cosmic ancestors, send the light by staying grounded. Yep, you need to stay grounded. Seriously, pile number 3, you need to ground your energy. Even if it's just sitting in a tub, crying, letting that out. Like, literally, there is something so therapeutic about crying, especially if you're in a bathtub. If you can do this, cry in the bathtub and let that water, like let the tears run down down from your eyes into the water. And then when you flush, or not flush, but when you let out the water in the tub, release all those things, like all that energy, all of that sadness, release it in the water, okay? The water can carry it, okay? Let's get you one more card, and then we're going to pull you some angel number cards. Ooh, too many cards, and they're flying on the floor. Yeah, I keep wanting to feel like I need to take deep breaths with you. Pile number 3. So we have, I don't even know how to say this, Hareth. It says, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Yeah, you're longing for stability. And Spirit is saying, we're going to bring it to you. Don't worry about it. And then your bottom deck energy is jump in. It says, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Yep, you need to say yes to this change that's coming. It's unavoidable, and I think some of you, you're already going through it, like especially for those of you where you just lost your job. Like, you got to say yes to this change because it's coming whether you wanted to or not, and it's easier if you just accept it. Be more tranquil about it. Do some self-care. Seriously, like, for those of you where this is, you just lost a job, Spirit is saying, okay, I need you to see this as a fresh start. I need you to see this as a new beginning, because that's what it is, okay? I would also say do some type of self-care for yourself. Treat yourself to something. Like, if you like getting your nails done, go get your nails done. If you want to take a nice long bath, do that. If you want to have a nice bottle of wine, or, you know, a couple of glasses of whiskey, like, drink responsibly. But whatever it is that makes you happy, if you want to go fishing, right? You need to it's going to sound weird, but you need to celebrate this freedom, because that's what it is. It doesn't feel like it, but you need to celebrate this, okay? Let's get you a couple of angel number cards. So the first one that came through is 1111. So it says wish come true, moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, taking action. It says you're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. Yep. This is a gift. I know it doesn't feel like it. And for some of you, I'm going to give this to you, okay? If you've been saying, like, let's just give you an example. If you've been saying, Spirit, I don't like this job and I really want to change, right? This is a wish coming true for you, even though it doesn't feel like it, right? Spirit is asking you to go with the flow, right? You got action in here quite a few times, because you got to take action here, and then you have action here. Spirit is going to do this for you. Spirit is going to take action. And sometimes Spirit they have to push us to a certain place for them to make things happen for us. But you have a wish coming true. Like, and don't think like this loss of your job, or this could even be a relationship where you're like, I just want to be, let's say you said, I want to be more peaceful, right? I want to have a more peaceful life. Well, the relationship that you're in is not peaceful, right? There is no balance here. You don't feel strong being in this relationship. You've worked hard, but you're the only person pushing through in this relationship. And the ending, the dissolution of this relationship is freedom, okay? Let's get you one more card, because these are some numbers that you may start seeing. And then you have 2121. It says energy levels. It says prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, the opposite sex. Didn't I just say something about a relationship? It says that day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. Yep. Trust in what Spirit is doing for you. Literally, you're shifting energies. Like I said, energy level. You're going into a new level, but you have to understand that sometimes it takes like breaking things down before you can move on, okay? And then, wow, 111 is going to be big for you, pile number 3. So the bottom deck energy is 111. It says intuition. So it says moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. Time to implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track toward making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Yep. You got to trust in this process. I know it doesn't feel good, but it really is a blessing in disguise. It is a wish coming through for you, pile number 3. And that is all the messages that I'm seeing for you. Sorry, I do want to point this out. This says swift action. So if this has not happened, and look what's, wow. I was finna say, if this have not happened, it's coming and it's going to happen quickly. And then look what was under swift action. Unexpected shift. Yeah, it's going to, for some of you, if this has not happened already, Spirit is trying to warn you that something drastic is about to happen. And it's a wish coming true, right? Don't think of it as something bad. Think of it as something that you've actually prayed for, something that you've manifested. And even though it doesn't look great, it doesn't look great right now, Spirit is saying it's going to be fine, okay? Pile number 3, this is all the messages that I have for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy, and I hope to see you next time in your next video. Toodles!